Welcome back to Balanced Health. Vegans claim that by eating no meat or animal products, they live a healthier life. But is that true? That's the topic of today's Debunking the Myth.
Well, Shirley, I think if you look at our society as a whole, I don't think vegans are at all healthier than meat eaters, okay? Our herbivores, if you will, have such a wide range of what herbivore means. You know, carnivore, we pretty much know we eat meat, we eat animals, okay? In the whole, a lot of people who call themselves vegans or herbivores are really omnivores. They eat.
What does that mean?
An omnivore means that you will eat both. For instance, a bear is an omnivore. A bear will eat predominantly berries and sedge and what have you, but will also grab a handful of ants for protein. So it's both.
Or bite your arm off if you get too close.
Yeah, bite your arm off. That's a whole different kind of snack, though.
Interesting.
So some vegans are all the way on the end of they only eat raw and living food, and they don't even cook anything. They would never eat like starches, and they don't ever touch cheese or fish.
Yeah, no animal products at all. Okay.
And then there's the ones in the middle where really their premise is more, I don't eat red meat. From the whole John Wayne had 20 pounds of red meat thing back in his colon, 30 years ago. From that whole mentality, and some of those people have some of the unhealthiest diets I've ever met in my life. They eat more starches and grains and potatoes and things just because they don't eat meat. So the answer really lies, we touched earlier on metabolic type. You know, what is best for your metabolic type? One of the things that vegetarians do lack in their diet, besides B12, is often enough protein. Okay. That's why you will not see a lot of...
That would be tough to get protein if you didn't eat meat, right?
You're not going to see a lot of premier athletes being vegans. Now, the vegans will say, well, we have this, but they'll single out 10 or 15 of them, and there's thousands of them that are not. But there are some sources, Shirley, of protein from non-animal products that we wanted to review today.
Let's talk about what are some good non-animal sources of protein?
Well, here we have nut butters and peanut butter, okay? Now, a real healthy vegan and even a healthy carnivore, when you eat peanut butter, the thing about organic peanut butter is that it's made from organic peanuts, which means that peanuts can naturally contain a lot of mold in them. It's something that's called aflatoxins. It's no mystery to me, although it seems to be to the FDA, why so many kids are allergic to peanuts now. It's totally obvious to me. There's a heavy mold content in there. So any child that would be a kind of tendency towards, mold is be very allergic to that.
Well, what about the organic peanut butters? Is that better?
If you're allergic to peanuts, you're still going to be allergic.
Right, but what about the mold?
Oh, much better.
Okay.
It contains a way lower percentage of aflatoxins, so you have little or no mold in there. And nut butters, you have almond butters, cashew butters. Most of them are made from all organic. That's a great brand of almond butter there. This is a very healthy fat, very healthy protein. It's a great snack. You take some of this, you put it on celery. I like to put it on celery.
I like it on apples.
Apples is another great way to have it. Donnie, our producer, was telling me he puts it on a piece of Ezekiel bread. Oh, okay. So those are all
like Ezekiel bread. Is it a taste you can acquire a taste for after a while?
I think you either do or don't. I love it. I don't even like other breads now because I'm used to Ezekiel bread. I'm used to that nutty, grainy taste, and so I love it.
Work on that. Okay, what are some other ones?
These are here. You got from the legume family. You have lentils and you have beans. One thing bears mentioning in this program is, whenever you're going to make anything with beans, and maybe a lot of our viewers notice, but most of the time when I eat at people's house or I tell them this, they don't. So I think it's news. And that is, if you take your beans and you put them on a paper towel in a bowl and soak them in cold water, and then take the towel and compress it over it, you will take out a lot of the gaseous issues that beans can, as well as just a problem for them to digest.
Yeah, my mom used to soak hers overnight, I think.
Yeah. That they always did years ago. So did my grandmother. It was commonplace. Well, we stopped doing that in our microwave society.
Because we're too big of a hurry, right?
Because some people, and the reason why I even mention it, some people say, well, beans, forget that. They don't work with me. That, if you try that, you will find that it helps a lot. So beans is another great source of protein. And then almonds and nuts are a great source. Very important, Shirley, when you're getting things like almonds, get raw almonds, what they call unblanched raw almonds, which means that they haven't been processed, so they're not loaded with sugar.
And salt.
Kylea's Total Living drink, of course, is a great source, but this also contains a lot of vegetables and fruits in our greens form, obviously the vegetables here and fruits that also contain fair highly amounts of protein, like spirulina is a green that percentage-wise has high protein in it. So it's another great way to get your protein. But these are great ways to keep lean mass, because a lot of vegans that I know are what we call skinny fat. They're not large, but they're mushy. And this is something that could really help that whole thing along. Yeah, they have a fat heart. But this is something that's also sure that can be incorporated very wonderfully into any meat eater's diet.
Super. Well, for more information on the good and the bad of carbs, fats, and proteins, go to TLN.com and click on shows and then on Balanced Health. I'm sorry we're so rushed. That's all the time we have. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you'd like a copy of this program, give us a call and order a DVD right now. To submit your health questions, email us at balancedhealth@TLN.com or call the number on your screen and we'll answer them on the air. For Joe Costello and myself, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time right here on Balanced Health.